What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Asian Cinema Takeout channel. I'm Jesse Midnight Crawler. It's that time for a DVD and Blu-ray pickups video. Picked up a bunch of stuff since the last update. So let's kick things off with Japanese cinema first. And first up, we have a recommendation from a really cool YouTuber I've been following for a few years now, Asian Cinema Enthusiast. And he talked good about this film. I had to seek it and pick it up, and it did not disappoint. And that is going to be Another Heaven. Wow, this movie really starts off with some kind of crazy cool premises of a serial killer cooking brain matter and other organs of his victims, and then it spirals into some kind of weird symbiotic alien. I don't know, but it gets batshit crazy towards the end, but it definitely did not disappoint. Really enjoyed this one. Next up, it's a blind buy. Had no idea anything about it, and wow, it really blew my mind. And that is going to be Another Lonely Hitman. And this one is directed by Mochizuki Rokuro. Man, he wove a really good Yakuza tale here of a guy who wants to get out of the gang because it's not the way it was before he was put in jail for doing a hit. 10 years later, things have drastically changed. And he meets a woman hooked on heroin and tries to save her, and all these things happen to him, but it's so well done. Really enjoyed this one, and I'm really looking forward to check out more of his work. All right, I admit it. I'm not the biggest Akira Kurosawa fan, and that's not because I think his stuff is garbage. It's because I haven't seen much of it. I've only seen one movie so far, and I can't even remember the name of it. But my homeboy hooked me up with that conundrum. I have right here a Criterion's duo set of Yojimbo and Sanjuro, and I can't wait to get to this and give Akira Kurosawa the attention he deserves, because man, I am lacking in his filmography, and I can't wait to get on these very soon. I think December I'm just gonna watch a bunch of like old samurai flicks, and also give my Zatoichi Blu-ray set some more love. All right, that's going to be it for Japanese cinema. Next up, we have some South Korean goodness. Really happy to finally score a copy of I Saw the Devil on DVD. And man, this one still holds up. One of my absolute favorites. And a 10 out of 10. It's a masterpiece, man. Give it a watch. Doesn't disappoint, man. It is so good. Now, today, I did a little bit of shopping at Dollar Tree right before I shot this video. Didn't find too much stuff, but I stopped at Big Lots along the way, and I found this baby right here, the Divine Fury. Now, this is one I've been wanting to see for a while now, and it looks fantastic. It says some exorcism stuff's going on in here. Oh man, I'm putting this on the top of the stack of the must-watch stack. And this one's going to get seen very soon. All right. And the final South Korean pickup was the one a few weeks ago. This is a New World on Blu-ray. Watched this a few years back on Netflix, and it didn't disappoint. Some cops and gangsters goodness. And yeah, really looking forward to giving this a revisit, and happy to have it in the physical media collection. All right. Actually, we have one more South Korean flick left. This one I have not seen. It is a Tartan Asia Extreme DVD release of Another Public Enemy, which seems to be a sequel. And this one about a prosecutor taking on corruption. You know, the Tartan Asia Extreme line hardly disappoints, so I couldn't pass up on picking this one up for cheap. And I'm looking forward to getting to this very soon. All right, let's get into some Hong Kong and Chinese cinema. And man, we are going to kick it off with probably my favorite release of 2020. And that is going to be the Untold Story release from Unearth. And this edition is just fantastic. I will definitely show you the innards. There you go. There's the Blu-ray slipcover. And inside, you have your little booklet and your Blu-ray as well. Bonus features were really cool because they included the documentary. Forgot the name. It's back here somewhere. It's a Category 3, The Untold Story of Hong Kong Exploitation Cinema documentary. There it is. But man, this Blu-ray just looked fantastic. The transfer looked fantastic. The movie still holds up. Anthony Wong, absolutely loved him. And man, I will definitely give this another watch before 2020 is over. All right, here's another one I picked up. First Strike. This was a gift from my homie Dave K, who I've collaborated on the Asian Cinema Takeout fanzine with. And man, this one was a lot of fun revisiting. It's been so long, and to have it on blue, really cool stuff, man. Still holds up. Lots of charm. Jackie Chan. Here's one that just, man, the fight scenes in this and the build up to it were just fantastic. It's Paradox, aka SPL Part 3. I believe, no, Part 2? Is it Part 3? Part 3. Man, I might have not have seen Part 2, so I need to jump on that very soon, but Part 1 is phenomenal. Part 3 did not disappoint. Louis Koo in this is just fantastic, man. He plays a dad whose daughter was kidnapped through some organ, harvesting, and man, he just goes all out in this, man. Loved it, man. You also get some Tony Jaa here, as well as some other noteworthy cast members. But man, that was a lot of fun. Here's another one I picked up at Big Lots today, and that's going to be Wu Jing in Wolf Warrior 2. I had a blast with the first one, and I heard that Part 2 is even more balls to the wall, so I can't wait to get to that and check this one out. This one's definitely going on the top of the stack, right under the Divine Fury on my must-watch soon. All right, so let's jump into something else I saw Wu Jing in, and that's going to be Badges of Fury on Blu-ray. Man, this one is wacky, man. If you want some wacky cops, a wacky cop flick, then this is the way to go, man. It's a bit cheesy. It's a bit over. It's a bit too much, man. But I'm still finding it a little bit enjoyable. You get Jet Li in this. He's all right, man. There's some cameos. I thought Josie Ho is in this, man. I thought that was a pretty cool cameo. But man, it is a bit just over the top and a bit too much on the comedy sometimes. But you know what? I'm still having a bit of fun. I say that because I'm halfway in. I'm going to finish that as soon as this video is over. But yeah, that's Badges of Fury. Here's one I have not seen yet. And it's going to be Eddie Peng in Immortal Demon Slayer, aka I think Tales of Wukong, or I believe so. But this is one of those Monkey King flicks that I have yet to get to. I did enjoy Monkey King 1 and 2. Haven't seen the third one. I'm not expecting the same from this. So I'm hoping for something a bit different, maybe a bit darker. But yeah, let's check it out very soon. Yeah. And we're going to come to the very bottom of the stack with some flicks from around South Asia. We have one from a co-production of Singapore and Malaysia. We have 2359. Now this one, pretty interesting flick, man. It starts off with some young soldiers in barracks telling ghost stories, some native ghost stories, and they're pretty fun. And it all culminates to a bigger ghost story that is happening to them towards the end, which is pretty creepy, man. It wasn't bad, and there is a sweet sequel out there as well. So I got my money's worth on that one. It was only $1. All right, next up we have one from Indonesia. Now this one did surprise me because I thought it was like going to be some kind of action flick, but it ended up being almost an action horror flick where this adventurer, he is seeking Yamashita's gold and some mines, and he has his groups of mercenaries to guard him. Along the way, in the mine, they get trapped and they unearth a World War II experiment that is still going on, which includes some prisoners of war mutants, and towards the end, some elite samurai mutant guards that are taking them out with their samurai swords. So towards the end, it gets batshit fun, but it takes a while to get to that goodness. Miki Mizuno is also in this, and she has a extensive filmography. Japanese actress, also known for Hard Revenge Millie, her role in that. But this one wasn't too bad, man. I just wish it was balls to the wall throughout, but couldn't beat that for $1. And finally, we're going to finish things off with a flick from Thailand, and that's going to be Demon Warriors. Now, Demon Warriors was pretty batshit crazy as far as the storyline's going. I'm only 15 minutes in, These guys commit suicide to enter a spiritual realm, sort of like the video game Persona, where your main character like puts a gun to his head, commits suicide, and then enters the spirit realm. You get that in this. It's so far there's some good violent action. Each person has like certain a special a certain special ability, and it is pretty interesting. It is batshit crazy, so I can't wait to finish this one up. But thanks again, guys, for checking out the latest Asian Cinema Takeout fanzine channels DVD Blu-ray update. I will catch y'all next time. Peace.